You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Yo, man, 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, man.
The nanny.
Don't call me that.
I already did.
You got a bad incident with Keishawn when you called him out of his name.
You always bring that up as a fucking rebuttal when I say something.
Let's keep shit professional. Call me Gary. Call me Gary.
My nigga Gary, that's fucking
Gary's
hilarious. What's up, man? How you feeling, man? I see you drinking champagne. And
I mean, I'm the champ.
you're the champ.
Yeah. So,
Champ just battled the champ.
mm-hmm.
What's the status now? Where we at?
The champ is drinking Bel Air.
Champ is drinking Bel Air.
You don't drink when you didn't win. So
Well, I'm gonna clear something up for you. You're only drinking the Bel Air because they didn't have the Moet
right,
neck.
they did
So I'm
not
gonna clear
have
it
the
up.
Moet. You right. Gary
you.
likes his Moet. They did not have the Moet. But
clear it up for you.
nah, shout out to URL, shout out to Caffeine, shout out to Geechi. Yeah, I guess it's a preference battle because people that want to hear that, they're going with him. I personally feel like I won every round.
Right, every round, 3-0.
Yes.
Gentlemen's 30 or
Yeah, gentleman's 30.
Okay,
I feel like I'm at a point now in my career where when you watch my battles and went from you able to get my shit the first time to now you're not going to get everything I'm saying to about the fifth. And I'm comfortable with that, knowing that when I go into battles, you have to know I came from that side of current events and saying shit in the now, and that won me a lot of battles through the course of my career.
right.
So now I'm at a stage where I'm on the flip side, where I know if somebody's doing something that's easy. Excuse me, I burped. That was crazy. Gary
You
apologized.
took like 30 seconds to say excuse me, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
Nah, I just didn't want to, disencourage anybody on the interview. Gary apologizes. But I'm at the point now where it's like, I'm okay with if the person I'm battling is spitting shit that's, easier to digest in the moment because, that's why we got the footage. The footage is forever. So when you break it down and really, pick apart everything I was saying, because it was every line. Right. So I know you're not going to be able to catch every line because I'm saying shit in my transitions. Like I'm literally taking, excuse me, Gary got acid reflux. I'm literally taking no seconds off because I feel like for me, this is not even if everybody else gets it. It's just me. I wanted to become a better writer and, elevate. So I'm doing it for me. And I feel like people was liking it. They enjoying it. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Now, it was just y'all two in the room.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Can you explain to me what was that about?
He came up with that idea. And I agreed because I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your people to be in there. Niggas say it's, LA. I don't want NWX to be in there. Niggas say I'm gas. We got that stigma. So I'm like, yeah, the best way that we could just have people judge this is if it's just me and you and Smack. Anything else, crazy.
Well, you agreed to it, but were you all right with it while you're rapping? Were you like, I could deal with this, or did you want some reactions?
Because the shit that I wrote isn't for a crowd. The shit that I wrote is not even, like I'm saying, it's not in the now. You got to think certain lines that I'm saying, like when people is catching it, even if you catch the scheme, you will literally have to. It's like somebody have to literally make a video, and then you'll be like when they did for the Lou Castro shit. The videos help to see, and it was even higher this time. I had just started then, so you know what I'm saying. Now it's even more encrypted that when you see every little shit I'm saying has something to do with it, and then none of it I'm saying is forced either. Like I'm not just doing schemes to do them. Everything I'm doing, it pertains to Geechi in a way.
Right,
so I'm not just saying, okay, I'm gonna do a wrestling scheme. No, you're the champ with the belt. Calico got that song out right now. I'm not just saying, oh, I'm gonna talk about the mafia. That's the name of your group. Everything I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? So, and I mean that, like I said, that doesn't just certain put me in a category where it's like, oh my God, because he did that, he won. No, it's gonna be people that
it's just something we're not used to seeing you do.
Yeah, and there's some people that's still gonna want to hear what he has to say, and I'm not mad at that. But I'm in a position now. I don't care. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do, and for the people that appreciate what I do, and I'm gonna do that on the highest level. Now, if I'm not your cup of tea or your type of route, then that's on you. So that's why it's not even a thing. It's for the people that seen me here And now they see me here like, wow, this is actually possible. Because usually when we watch artists, you see them go from, not having nothing. Then when they get to somewhere, the decline happens because they become complacent and comfortable where they at. So I'm showing y'all it's possible that after 11 years doing something, I'm getting better. At the main part of it, though. Not all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? The main part of it. The rapping.
Right.
I'm saying? Not the selling the fight, not the talking, not the extra shit. The part that is the second part of battle. Rap. You know what I'm saying? DNA at 29 going into his 30th year on Earth is 1,000 times better than DNA last year. That's hard. That people don't know how to digest change. I'll tell you something crazy, right? Of course, I wouldn't have went into this battle with Geechi at this point with this, approach. But people don't even know. They think I started this now. I did this with Lou Castro. It was no gun bars then either.
Right.
I see a lot of people saying like, "Oh, he did it now." Like I've been did that.
And you did the Lou Ferrigno thing with the Hulk. So you were taking the schemes and you were referencing it to your
because he said he
opponent.
wild strong.
Exactly.
And what people don't know, I'll tell you one even better because it's narratives of like other people started. I'm gonna tell you one better. Aside from the first round with Vixen, there was no gun bars in the second or third either with her. But we know people don't pay attention to that. Regardless if I won or lost, I'm just telling you. Since I came back, I haven't been doing it. I did it the first round just because I was a little leery on how people digest it. So I kind of just didn't want to transition into what I'm going to be doing. So I kind of gave them the same thing that I was doing. But go back to that second round with Vixen. Go back to that third. This is not for winning or losing purposes. It's just to show you I decided to do this the moment I came back. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all try to say, oh, he got it from him or, oh, no. No, that battle happened October 17th. And 2 out of those 3 rounds had none of those in there. And then I just made it evident that people weren't digesting it. So let me clarify this and make it a thing. Let me say it. Because I didn't think I needed to say it. So I'm like, with Lou, let me say it. Now, all right, I'm not spitting about guns. And then I was like, okay, Lou was just on the app. So because we dealing with, who we dealing with, Gary now has to reiterate it at the beginning of this Geechi battle. So I did it again because there's a lot of people that's on caffeine that didn't watch the app.
Right.
So I just wanted to clarify so people understand, like, this is my whole approach coming back to battle rap. The 7-8 months I took off was because of COVID. And in that process, I grew as an individual. And just reading certain things, seeing certain things, changed my outlook on what the approach was. I didn't stop doing gun bars because people don't believe them. I can care less. People believe certain things you wouldn't know. It's all entertainment. The whole point of why I stopped doing it is because I felt hypocritical for what I'm standing for. As in, when Corona happened, I'm getting more in touch with my people. I'm getting more in touch with what's really going on, how we've been so set back. And forgive me if it took that long, but that's the most downtime I had in my life to really just self-reflect on myself, on anything. And I said, if I'm going to be a person that is standing for these things, the messages that I'm saying, my words are powerful. So I can't keep putting out some shit that I don't want to happen just because I know that's what everybody is systematically trained to listen to. I'm not going to keep doing that, whether it's real or it's not. So I can't tell the next person what they should do because you have so many people that gravitate to that because that's all they know. But I'm not going to be doing that because I always looked at battle rap like Denzel Washington playing Frank Lucas. He's not really that, but of course he's a better actor than me, so I'm sure he sells it better than I was selling, my gun bars. But the whole point of it is that it's entertainment. But in this field of entertainment, nobody is going to really, because it said movie, so nobody's going to really go out and try to be Frank Lucas based on Denzel. If they're going to do that, they're going to do that off the real story. But in rap, a lot of times people base shit off of what they see.
And try to live that.
On what you say. So it's like, why would I be saying that if that's not the energy I want to put out? Furthermore, with my kids, when my daughter grows up, I want her to understand fully what her father stands for. It shouldn't be confusion. I can't explain, well, this is what you watching is entertainment. No, this is me all the way. The same message I'm going to give you in the room in the conversation, that's the same message you're going to see when you watch me on TV.
That's deep.
Same thing for my stepkids because they at an age now where they understand. So if you watching this, I don't want you to get it confused. Like, oh, well, if dad is going out there doing it for entertainment, maybe I should go do something for... No,
Or so, maybe even look at you in the fashion of my dad's a gangster, and
no, but not even that. Just hypocritical, because we come from, right? We come from, and I'm younger than a lot of people, but I know I come from the grown up in households where your parents always tell you to do some shit that you see them doing. That really that type of lesson, that shit really don't work no more. Don't smoke cigarettes, but you got a whole fucking cigarette in your mouth. Pause. That doesn't work. So it's like, I'm not preaching, all right, yo, don't get in the streets, but then you watch a battle. So then if you're not, why are you talking about this?
Do as you're told, not as I do. Or
yeah, that's a terrible example. Lead by example in the full way. The individual that I'm showing you every day, that's who I want you to be. So I have to display that. And I take fault on not doing that from the beginning, but I'm happy I had a chance to self-reflect and learn, because that's what I'm doing now. And the fact that you can see somebody grow in front of you, it should be inspiration to anybody else for anything else, because it's no time like the present. You can never fault somebody for when they decide to learn something to pick up on it. And that's the problem now we got as individuals too, because we'll see that all of us in the urban community want to have the one up. So even in my third round, I clearly stated. Now, I've been doing gun bar. I stopped doing gun bars on the Vixen battle, which was October 17th. But at the same time, when I watched Mook battle Tay-Rock, that's why I said, shout out to Mook. That's why I said, shout out to Lux. That's why I said, shout out to B-Dot. That's why I said, shout out to Clips and Rain. Because niggas inspired me. And I think that's also something that people, it's like frowned upon. Like if somebody inspired you to do something, you can't say it. Or so, oh, well, he did that first. And what does that mean? Somebody wore jerseys before you wore them, right? Somebody wore sweatpants before you wore them, right? Somebody drunk champagne before you wore it, right? So if somebody inspired you to do something that's positive, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it's like, look where it's at though mentally. Look where niggas is at. That even if you inspired by somebody, that's like a bad thing. That's the whole point of it.
Which is so corny.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
that's why I know where I'm at, what I'm dealing with, so it doesn't bother me, because I know that half of y'all, forget about the raps, half of y'all not here with it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all confuse me getting up here saying something that can actually put out the energy as if like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, because he's saying that means, no, that changes nothing. That means outside of this, because I'm a battle rapper. So I'm proving to you that I'm here to rap. I'm professional in every situation. Because all situations that's always supposed to go left, they never do. So I just skip out the bullshit knowing that it's not going to go nowhere. I don't have an ego. I don't need to act tough. I seen everything about to be, and then niggas is hugging. Nobody's doing nothing. So I'm faulted because I already know what this is. I don't need to show off for the camera. I don't need to impress nobody. I'm myself. But I'm still a man at the end of the day. And if I'm tried in that area as that, then of course. But that's not something we need to explain. Just like it wasn't something I needed to explain about, I've never seen DNA with a girl. That's something that I need to show you. Oh, well DNA's not getting. That's something I need to show you. I thought that just goes with the handbook. Like that's the cost of life. If you are, you know what I'm saying, a straight male, then you know the opposite. If you're doing a job, then there should be money in you. Like, I didn't, like, you see what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying, though? That's where we at with people. That's where we at. Like, everything now, and that's what I was saying in my third, everything now has to be, I have to post it on my Instagram for you to know it's real. I have to show you. Okay? Prime example. Now, Drake may have been doing what he was doing for other reasons, but the way that the mind thinks is so crazy, because a man didn't post his son on the internet that he was abandoning him, because you didn't see him on his Instagram. But that's where we at with it.
I gotta prove it to you.
What if I just didn't want to show you? Now I don't know the story, so it could go either way. But I'm saying, just the fact that it's no benefit of the doubt that you're just written off because of that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it.
Well, shout out to you to not let that.
No, like even in the battle, right? Even in the battle, because it be so much that you want to say, but certain things I can't say. Like even shout out to Geechi though, because his second round, the angle he took, he was basically saying shit like like, you know, you got Harry, you got the sponsor, and you mad at URL because you got the sponsor and you got nothing out of it. And it's like,
I don't have to prove to you what.
No. Because you know the competitive nature says I have a rebuttal, but this rebuttal, yeah. Let me just morally, I know that's the point that I be trying to prove. Even in those situations, I don't get caught up in the battle because I had one and it would have had everything in the uproar. But it's like, let me just stay where I'm at. If that's when I eat that. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I live with that. But yeah.
That's grown man shit. You know that, right? Like, if I said this, I could diffuse that. But I'm not going to expose. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, because you got to. Because at that point, it's that point.
Most people can't do that.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is that my loyalty never supersedes my ego. So by me having certain things saying, yo, you got my word, I can't do that just because my ego is in the midst of this situation right now. Ego is momentarily. Loyalty, I feel like it lasts forever. My ego gets people in trouble all the time because it's a moment thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me prove, let me show, let me do. But then when you think about it at the end, you really didn't have to do that. So it's like, what's worse? Is it cruel for me to stroke my ego and look like right now, but then I told somebody something that I wouldn't do and now I'm not standing on that? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not going to do that. So it's like,
you protected your ego, but lost the loyalty and the respect from somebody.
For what?
Which one is more important?
Exactly, to prove something that in the moment, and then after it's like, but that's you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, we're not gonna do that. But like I said, great battle. Preference. I think people will. I see that's what people's doing. A bunch of people got me winning. A bunch of people got him winning because we both did different things. And I mean that's what battle rap is. Because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like, oh, it's just predominantly about what I'm doing because it's people that love that too. But I'm saying in terms of a rapping standpoint, that's where I'm at it with. I'm gonna be upstairs, as Sean says. You know what I'm saying? I'm going upstairs. Right now, I think Lou was third floor. This shit was the fourth. I'm gonna try to reach the fifth for Av. You know what I'm saying?
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.